Okay, we left off 69. Okay, Mesil Sasharim, page 69. Proti Midas Anikios. Specifics about the virtue of cleanliness. He says, sins that derive from a social milieu where people meet and congregate. People say, he says, verbal abuse. The people are witty at someone else's expense. Say hurtful words to someone else. Halbonas ponim, you embarrass a person. Hachsholas ha'iva be'itza, you mislead a person by giving him the wrong advice. Rechilus, tail-bearing. Sina unekimo, hate, revenge, shuas, oaths. Var sheker v'chil Hashem, not saying the truth. Chil Hashem, kimi yomar nikesim hem. In all these areas, could somebody say he's fully cleansed? That he's not at all soiled with these sins? Taharti me'ashmabam. I've totally purified myself. Ki adfeim rabim v'takam avmod. Because the derivatives of these are very subtle to a great degree. To be careful to the point where you're totally removed, the effort is great. Firstly, you have to note halach as well. It's like the Chofetz Chaim writes in the Shmiras HaLoshon, person can learn Musa Tarif forever. And he learns that you're not permitted to speak Lashon Hara, but he never learned the laws which pertain to Lashon Hara. So the person may believe what he's saying is a mitzvah, but what he's saying actually is Lashon Hara. He's not permitted to say it. But he fears God like beyond anyone. It's irrelevant. So therefore, it's not enough to be careful in terms of knowing something's wrong, but you have to know what is wrong. So to be totally cleansed, since the subtleties of all these halach, there's so many subcategories and derivatives of whatever it may be, therefore it takes a tremendous effort. Therefore, who could say he's fully cleansed and not soiled with any of these levels of sin? Abusive talk, hurtful talk. You make a comment to somebody which is insulting comment. He says, I've met bright people. You're not one of the brightest. Somebody can make a comment like that. Someone just between the two of them. It's insulting, but it's a Torah violation. That's called onoz dvorim.
But it's even more insulting if he's not there and you mention that he's not smart.
So that's lashon hara. That's not. We're talking about over here abusive, hurtful words. It's a separate prohibition. The prohibition of saying something which is hurtful to another person. Something which is not complimentary. L'daber fnei chavero levad, kol shkem hamiro b'ferish davar she'evish bo. What?
All these things, I know Facebook, Twitter, all these things, social media really takes this kind of magnifies it tremendously.
There's a famous story, years ago when you were a mitzvah. Gary remembers this. Maybe he was too young at the time. They used to give a bar mitzvah present from the Hebrew publishing company. It was called Jewish folklore, folk tales, by somebody. Azabel wrote it. It had pictures, whatever it is. So they had all kinds of. It was a compilation of many different things. So they had a story there where a chassid goes to the Rebbe, and he was a gossiper, and he says, Rabbi, how do I do tshuva? He says, no problem, I'll explain it to you. Bring a pillow to my house. Brings a pillow, In those days, they were made of, they had feathers. And not filled with whatever it is, polyester, styrofoam. And he says, okay, open the window, cut it open, now shake it out the window. The wind blows the window into the trees, the feathers are all over the community, all over the village. He says, now go gather the feathers. He says, how am I supposed to gather? He says, that's how you're not able to bring back all your gossip when you spoke about people. Okay? So that's what we're talking about. You put with all this dissemination, media, whatever it is. Once it's like viral. Once you put it out there, there's no bringing it back. You're 100%.
That's on the heart.
Whatever it is, anything, what it may be.
Before, it used to be just the three of us. Now it's
O lasses lo masse shigrom lo yishevo. Do an action which caused the other person to be embarrassed. Whom asher omru per kazov im hoye bal tshuva. A person was a bal tshuva. Lo yoma lo schor masecher rishonim. Right? You walk with a bal tshuva. He says, remember when you used to go into this place? It's hurtful. The person's embarrassed that he doesn't want to remember his past. He prefers it shouldn't be discussed. That's considered what? That's all known as dvarim. It's hurtful. Im hoye choloim bo molov lo yoma lo keder shomru chaver v'liyov schono mihu anoki ovod. He says, do you think you became ill because you're so pure? The answer is you're not so pure. That's why God cursed you. The person makes these kinds of comments. Im hoyu chamorim mivakshim himenu tvuo. If mule drivers, they would go purchase wheat because they would deliver it. Lo yomalem l'chu etzel ploni shumochet tvuo. He says, you want to purchase wheat? Go travel 3 miles down the road. You'll find it there. But there's no wheat there. It's only what? He's making fools out of them. So here they're going to make the effort, go and they find nothing. And the person he's sending to them, sending the mule drivers, this person never ever sold wheat. Greater is the graveness of hurtful words than overcharging a person. In regard to onos dvorim, it says Yireis Melokecho. You should fear God. Koshkim u'barabim. Definitely, if you do it publicly, you make a fool out of the person. Everybody knows there's no wheat down there, and you send the person on a wild goose chase, and everybody is laughing behind his back. So, what, you make a fool of the person? Person who embarrasses a person publicly, he has no share in the world to come. So Gemara says, to what degree do you have to embarrass him? He turns a number of colors. He first turns white, red, and white again. He literally loses the color from his face. This is famous Rabbeinu Yonah. We had the Gemara in Avodah Zarah. There's what we call a bizraya. There's a takeoff of certain things. There's a bizraya Avodah Zarah, where it says that if you have a water fountain in the ancient Roman days, water fountains were cherubs, and they used to spout water from their mouths. But the cherub was an idol. So that people, when they would drink water, they would put their mouth to the mouth of the idol, and the water that was the spout. So the Jew's dying of thirst. And it's clear he doesn't believe, but he's only going to put his mouth on the mouth of the cherub only to drink water. He's not permitted. Yeah, even though he's going to die of thirst, he's not permitted, but he's not worshiping the idol. That's called Bizrayat Avodah Zarah. Of course, since it has a takeoff, it has a tinge of Avodah Zarah, it appears as that itself is considered Avodah Zarah, even though you're not worshiping it. But that level of association is enough. It's Avodah Zarah.
I'm saying, if it's real Avodah Zarah, then
it's real Avodah Zarah. It is Avodah Zarah. It is an idol. What the Gemara says, a person has a splinter in his foot, and he wants to bend down to take the splinter out. He drops his wallet in front of the idol, and he wants to bend down to pick up his wallet. Unrelated, he's not permitted to bend down to pick up his coins, because it appears as if he's bound to the idol. And they explained it's more than marasayim. That itself is considered a derivative of idolatry. If it appears, that's enough. It appears that you're worshiping the idol. To be continued. Hishtachvo, but it's different. There, you're not bowing to the idol. You're bending down to pick up the money. Yes, it's viewed as that. So
How about going to the, if you have to go use the bathroom at McDonald's?
that's Kushmar saying. If nobody uses the bathroom at McDonald's to use the bathroom only to purchase something, then the person goes in there to buy soda. You're permitted to go into like a rest stop. But let's say you have McDonald's in the city, where people only go in there only to purchase hamburgers, and you have to ask the proprietor, the one who runs it, can I use your bathroom? So it's people normally don't go in there to use the bathroom. So what are you going in there for? And they don't go in there to buy a soda. So it's a Marasayan. You're not permitted to go in there.